Now we are going start to work with MySQL Workbench, and I am just log into MySQL interface. So when I open this, MySQL Workbench interface opens to me, which is a graphical user interface, so that user can see and manage the database what he or she is creating. So as it is in a graphical user interface, it is very user friendly, and you can able to visualize your data. So let us understand its interface first. So whatever you are writing, that is whatever the command you are going to give to your database, which obviously you will give in the SQL, which is in a query language, so that you can interact with your user. So SQL is in a structured query language which helps user to interact with the database which it is stored in computer. It is a similar type as English, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu is a language in which we can communicate with each other in the same way. With the help of SQL, you can communicate with the database which is stored in your computer. So this SQL, you give the commands, that is queries, which I have to write in this white space known as query editor. So whatever I type here like this, or whatever the command I will give, it will be given to the computer. That command is given to the computer with the help of writing it in query editor. And as you know, it is in a graphical user interface, so you want to see that what type of database you are creating, and you have to view it. So it can be viewed with the help of schemas here. In the schemas, these are the name of the DB, SB is the already created database. You can see if I create any other database, that name will be visible to me here in the schemas. And in this panel only, you can see here an administrator. So you can check this the administrator's server status or many other status if you are working as an administrator over here. So currently we are just as a user giving some commands and to learn some basic commands of SQL in this course. So we have to interact with the schemas only. Whatever the quick editor in the query editor, whatever the command you want, you have created or executed, where you can see it, you can definitely observe it in the output bar. That is output bar which is given below the query editor. This portion, this is white time action, you have seen this. Right hand side is some help window. If you have some problem, you can definitely take the help here. And above is in a menu bar. So let us start to work with MySQL Workbench. So as you know that we are working on the database. So why we are working on the database? Because whatever the information we want should be collected in a specific place within a specific name. So definitely while we are working on the database, we have a particular name of our database in which we are going to store our information. Suppose I am here working with a university, and on the university I can have a many information, that is information of faculties, information of student, information of courses and many other things. So for that I just create one single place named university in which this information of all these things are collectively collected. So I just give a simple query, that is create database and university. I just simply write this, and you can see here create database is in a query command. It is in a command which is already defined in SQL, is defined in the language of SQL. So we just to create, in order to create any database, have to write create database, and whatever name I want to give, it may be university, it may be college, it may be student, whatever name I can give, followed by a semicolon. University is the name is of my choice. It may be a person, people, or any name what you want to. Okay, so I created a database university, and I just select it and I click on the third button which is known as execute button, and you can see here create database university, one row of affected is given to you. For more clarification, I create another database here for you, create database, and I just give a database name school. Okay, school is another name I have given, so I just execute it. The database name school is already been created. So we just see that whether this two databases already been created or not. We just click on the refresh button in front of schema. And you can see that these two databases been created. Once we have created the database, we will start to create the different forms in which we are going to store the database. It may be a table, view, store procedure or function. And you just click here as it is in a graphical user interface, and you can see that what tables you are creating, what views you are creating, what store procedures you are creating and functions you are creating in this schema panel. So we have created the two database. Now I want to add some table in suppose database name university. How can I add it? So in order to add that thing in my table name university, I just use a simple command, that is use university. I just give the name of the database in which I have to create a particular table. So I just give the command use and the name of the database, and I just simply execute this, and you can see here 0 row affected, and I can now start to use this database in order to create the table. How we are going to create the table, we will see in our next video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe it. Thank you.